perimeter and area. First we will learn about perimeter, what is perimeter and how we can calculate perimeter for different shapes. So this is my friend Raghu. He has a field and he grows crops in his field. So this is his field and some animals come. So these two animals, cow and rabbit, these two animals come every day in his field and ate all his crops. So what should Raghu do? So this is Raghu's field. And this is Raghu, he is a farmer and he grows crop in his field. These two animals came and ate all his crops. So what Raghu can do? Raghu can fence his field. Raghu can fence his field to stop animals from not eating his crops. So where should I put the fence? Should I put the fence in between the field or should I put the fence on the edges of the field? So we will put the fence on the edges of the field so that animals cannot come inside the field. So, but how much fence Raghu will need to fence his field? Do he need 5-meter fence or do he need 10-meter fence or maybe more? So how Raghu can know that how much fence do he need to fence his field? So what we should do? We should calculate the edges of his field. So how we can calculate the edges of the field? We can calculate the edges of the field with different things, like I am using a ribbon here. You can use a thread also and of course a scale also. So I am using a thread. How will I measure the edges? I will place this ribbon like this and I can measure the boundary like this and then like this and then like this. So this much ribbon from this end to this end ribbon is used for the entire edge of the boundary. So now I can measure this ribbon using my scale. So suppose so this is a rectangular shape. The field is in rectangular shape. So let's suppose that the length of this Raghu's field is 5-meter and the breadth is 3-meter. Now the field is in rectangular shape. So in rectangle opposite sides are equal. So if the length is 5-meter, then this edge is also going to be 5-meter and this edge is going to be 3-meter because this edge is 3-meter. So opposite sides are equal in rectangle. This is length and this is breadth. The longer side of the rectangle is called length and the shorter side of the rectangle is called breadth. So length is equal to 5-meter and breadth is equal to 3-meter. The longer side will be the length and the shorter side will be the breadth. So now, instead of using a thread and measuring all the boundaries or by using a scale measuring all the edges, what we can do is we can use a formula. So when we measure the boundary, when we calculate the sum total of the boundary, sum total of the edges of any shape, it is called perimeter. So here, to put a fence around this field, what we are calculating? We are calculating the perimeter of this field. So perimeter is the sum total of the edges, all the edges of a given shape. So here my shape is rectangle and I am calculating the perimeter of the rectangle. So so what we can do? We can add all the sides. So 5 meter plus 5 meter meter. So the boundary of the Raghu's field will be 16 meters. So the fence he need to buy is 16 meters. So 16 meter fence Raghu need to buy for his field. So there is a formula also through which we can calculate the perimeter without adding or without calculating so much. So the formula for the perimeter of rectangle is perimeter of rectangle is equal to 2 length plus breadth. So L is for length and B is for breadth. So what we can do, 2 length is 5 meter and breadth is 3 meter. So 2 is in multiplication. 2 multiplied by 5 plus 3 is 8 and 2 8s are 16. So through this formula we can calculate the perimeter of rectangle. Now there is another shape, another figure. This is the another field which I want to calculate the boundary, of which I want to calculate the boundary. So how we can calculate the boundary for this figure? What we can do, we can again use a ribbon or a thread for calculating the boundary of this field. So we can calculate the boundary of this field as we have measured this through this ribbon earlier. So, and we can also use a scale to measure the edges of this figure. Now there is another figure. And it is an irregular shape, irregular figure. So how we can measure the perimeter of this figure? So for this kind of figures, we can use a thread or a ribbon to calculate the boundary of this field. We can simply place my ribbon around the boundaries of this figure and we can calculate, then we can measure the ribbon that is used to cover this figure. Through this we can measure the perimeter of irregular shapes also. So the perimeter of rectangle we have discussed. I hope you understood. Now we are going to study the perimeter of square. How to calculate the perimeter of square. So this is square shape. I am putting it here. Now squares have all sides equal. If my one side is suppose 2 centimeter, so other 3 sides will also be 2 centimeter. Now if I want to calculate the perimeter or the boundary of this square shape, then what will I do? I will add all the edges. Through this we can get the perimeter of square, but without adding so much, without calculating so much, we can use a formula for square also. So the perimeter of square is 4 into side. The formula for perimeter of square is 4 multiplied by side. So 4 multiplied by my side is 2 centimeter. So 4 2s are 8 centimeter. So my perimeter for this square will be the 8 centimeter, and the formula for perimeter of square is 4 multiplied by side. Now if I want to calculate the perimeter of triangle, so I am putting it here. So let's assume that this side is 3 centimeter, this side is 2 centimeter, and this side is 4 centimeter. So we have different sides in this triangle. This side is 3 centimeter, this side is 2 centimeter, and this side is 4 centimeter. So what Perimeter of triangle is equal to sum of all the sides. So we will add these three sides, 3 cm plus 2 cm and plus 4 cm. So 3 plus 2 is equal to 5 cm and then 4 cm will be 9 cm. So the perimeter of this triangle will be 9 cm. So in this triangle we have three different sides. All the sides are different. So in this kind of triangle we will find the perimeter by adding three sides. Now there is another triangle. So now we have another triangle, and this triangle have equal sides. If one side is 3 cm, then other two sides are also going to be 3 cm. So in this triangle all the sides are equal. This type of triangle in which all sides are equal is called equilateral triangle. So this is an equilateral triangle. So how will we calculate the perimeter of this triangle? We can add all the sides, but there is a formula also to calculate the perimeter of an equilateral triangle. So perimeter of an equilateral triangle is 3 multiplied by side, because there are three sides and each side is of 3 cm. So what will we do? We will multiply the 3 with 3 cm and we will get 3 multiplied by 3 is 9 cm. So the perimeter of an equilateral triangle, this equilateral triangle will be 9 cm because each side is of 3 cm. So the formula for an equilateral triangle is, for perimeter of equilateral triangle is 3 multiplied by side. So we have discussed perimeter of rectangle, perimeter of square, and for triangle we have discussed two cases. One is for simple triangle in which there are all different sides. In this kind of triangle we will simply add all the sides, and other one is equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle is a triangle in which all sides are equal. For equilateral triangle we will apply a formula. The formula is 3 multiplied by side. 3 sides, triangle have 3 sides, so 3 multiplied by side, and we will apply my value in place of side, and I will get my perimeter for equilateral triangle. So this is the concept of perimeter. We can find the perimeter of different shapes by applying formula or by adding all the edges. And for irregular shapes we can measure the boundary with the help of thread or a ribbon. So here we are done with perimeter. Now I will move to area, how we calculate the area for different shape. What is area? So thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe our channel Delhi Public World School Kotputli. Thank you.